You know, for such a long time, I thought love was something you earned by suffering. I thought the more I endured, the more patient I was, the more I stayed when it hurts, the more worthy I became of being loved. I confused pain with proof. I confused consistency with loyalty. I confused neglect with death. Without realizing it, I accepted the love I thought I deserved. Not the love I needed, not the love that healed me, but the love that matched how I saw myself. Because the truth is, we don't accept the love we want, we accept the love we believe we are worthy of. And that belief shapes everything. If deep down you think you're too much, you'll accept someone who gives you the bare minimum. If you think you are hard to love, you'll tolerate being half chosen. If you believe you are replaceable, you'll stay where you're treated like an option. I did. I stayed quiet when I should have spoken up. I apologized for wanting reassurance. I minimized my needs so I wouldn't scare anyone away. I told myself, this is just how love is. But really, this is how I thought I deserved to be loved. There's a painful moment in life when you realize you weren't unlucky in love. You were loyal to a version of yourself that didn't know their worth yet. And that realization hurts. Not because it means the patterns weren't random. It means the common denominator was me. Not because I was broken, but because I was wounded. We learn what love looks like from what we survive, from what we grow up around, from what we normalize just to get through the day. And when love is inconsistent early on, consistency later can feel boring. When love is conditional, unconditional love feels suspicious. When love is loud and chaotic, peace feels empty. So we reject healthy love, not because we don't want it, but because it doesn't match the story we've been telling ourselves about who we are. Accepting the love we deserve means rewriting that story. And that's scary because it requires honesty. It requires boundaries. It requires walking away from what feels familiar, even if it feels like home. It means saying, I don't have to earn kindness. I don't have to beg for effort. I don't have to shrink to be chosen. It means letting go of the idea that love has to hurt to be real. And that's hard, especially when pain has been your proof of connection for so long. There's so much grief in this process. You grieve the relationships you stayed in too long. You grieve the versions of yourself that didn't know better. You grieve the time you spent convincing yourself crumbs were enough. But grief is not failure, it's growth. Because accepting the love you deserve doesn't start with someone else. It starts with how you treat yourself when no one is watching. It's choosing rest over and over explaining. It's choosing honesty over people pleasing. It's choosing peace over potential. It's learning to sit with the discomfort of being treated well without trying to sabotage it. Because sometimes the hardest part isn't being hurt, it's being cared for. Being loved well forces you to confront the parts of you that believed you weren't enough. When someone shows up consistently, listens fully, chooses you without hesitation, it can feel overwhelming, exposing, and almost unreal. But that's not danger. That's unfamiliar safety. Accepting the love you deserve means letting yourself receive without flinching, without questioning every good moment, without waiting for the other shoe to drop. It means trusting that you don't have to suffer to be special. And maybe the most powerful shift happens when you realize this. You don't have to become someone else to deserve better. You just have to stop accepting less. You're not asking for too much. You were just asking the wrong people. You're not hard to love. You were just loving people who couldn't meet you where you were. Accepting the love you deserve is an act of courage because it means choosing yourself even when it costs you people, even when it costs you comfort, even when it costs you the version of life you thought you were supposed to have. But what you gain is something deeper. You gain self-respect, you gain peace, you gain a love that doesn't require you to disappear to maintain it. And maybe that's what healing really is. Not becoming unbreakable, but becoming unwilling to be broken again in the same way. So, if you're in that in-between place where you are learning to say no, learning to leave, learning to believe you deserve more. Be gentle with yourself. You are not too late. You are not failing. You are unlearning survival, and that is brave.